got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python. Grab what I like real fast, choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact.
Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind, you know I'll always manifest it.
Hello, and welcome to My Mind Over Your Matter. I'm turning the cameras here. I feel like shit. Sorry I haven't been on here for a while. I mean, I'm dealing with this. Why I never announced it on this channel. I told a couple of people and shared it with one channel, but I never announced it on my channel. So probably be best, right, to talk about it on my channel. Yeah, so I ended up getting the COVID. So I am positive for it. I laugh because it just shows the wrong person to come fuck with. My insides are fighting a fight. They're like, it's like a punching bag. They're like punching this COVID, but it is a pain in the butt. It is like the weird part is there's a few things that's weird about it. I mean, the body aches. I mean, the bones hurting, their muscles. Like, it was so hard to walk. It was so hard to walk. I couldn't, like, I felt like I was part of Thriller also, like the fucking monsters in Thriller. I was like walking like I was a fucking zombie and shit. And I was like trying to do like the little dance, and I'm like, I can't even fucking move. I feel weird. My lips is trembling. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? This is fucking crazy. And then I knew something was up because I knew from last Monday, because I've had this now for a week now. I knew something was up, so I never booked my car. I never booked my hotel for this trip that I was supposed to be on. Leaving on September. Well, I would have been leaving tomorrow. I would have been leaving. Today's the 4th that I'm recording this, and I was supposed to leave the 5th. Tomorrow morning, I was supposed to leave on this trip, but something told me, like, don't book it. Don't book it. Don't book it. Like, I'm like, it's coming too close. This is way too far from my comfort zone. So I ended up with like trying to figure out like what the fuck is going on with me, right? So I was like, let me take this test. Let me see what's going on, because what I'm feeling I've never experienced before. It's very foreign and alien and weird. Oh, bless me. Very, very weird. Um Very foreign, very alien like. I feel like this whatever I got, right? So I did the test, the Edgerton test. So did the test and came out positive. And I'm like, I knew it. I kind of knew it, you know. It kind of shocked my system a bit to be able to be like, okay, I got it. So we're in for the fight, you know? It's a fight now. So time to fight. So the immune system is still up and going. I'm not coughing. I'm not having any like flu-like symptoms or anything like that. This is a really tough body attack. This is the new variant. This is gonna kill a lot of people. If this is the new variant, I'm just giving you from my experience. Um, Seniors, older individuals, um, this will be a fucking bitch for them. Like could kill them. It could kill them. There's especially my second day. Oh man, they would have been the fucking hospital. They would have been fucked. If this is the new variant that I got, I see a lot of more seniors being fucked by this, and the young, depends how young. If you're a youngling, like over 12, I would say like 12 to like 34. I think this is it's not it'll affect them, but I think they could fight it. They could fight it. But holy shit, at my age, I'm 43, and this is still a battle. This is like, I feel like it's Star Wars right now, right? And I'm Luke, and I'm fighting against Darth Vader, and I'm like, dude, you're not gonna win. All in all, I already know the end of this fucking story and how it's gonna end, and it's not going to end in your way. So it's but it is a fight. Holy shit. I'll compare it to a rodeo, right? For those country people. Getting on a fucking bull, right? And you never ridden a rodeo before. No one probably in my channel has ever ridden, like gotten into a rodeo or experienced like a buck ride. Um so imagine being on that bull and just riding that bitch for like 5 seconds, and how it throws you around. That's how this variant is. It's aggressive. It is very, very aggressive. Um it sucks because a lot of people are gonna die. It's part of the play. This is a dossier. This is what's going on. This is what they want. This is not going to end, well for humanity. It's fine. It's just once I'm done with this plane, I'm off to another journey. And let me tell you, the energy is so strong, and I can see it. So it's, you know, it's just this place. They like to poison your mind with stupidity and nonsense, you know. But another thing that really affected me with this C fucking COVID, whatever you want to call it, the loss of sense. Like I can't smell. I can't smell. Um, I have this insect burning. I can't smell it. I put on some cologne. I can't smell the cologne. Like my partner had bought some new cologne and put it in my hand to smell it. Can't smell it. My marijuana, you can't even smell the marijuana. That's how crazy this variant is. You lose your smell. The taste, I have taste. The taste is fine. I can taste everything. I did not lose my taste. Thank goodness, because food would taste so blah if it's like how I'm smelling. Oh, and another thing too. This variant is a bitch. Besides losing your scent, like to smell, everything and anything you can't smell it. You can't smell. You can't distinguish scent. That's what's scary is that, and also it makes you go to the bathroom a lot. And what I mean by that is you're gonna be going number two a lot. Like, wait a minute, what? It's like, this is also a weight loss? Yes. It will help you lose weight. Catching this bitch can actually help you lose weight if that's some kind of like rainbow at the end of the fucking like sorrow. Yeah, you be going to the bathroom a lot. And when I mean a lot, more than about 6 to 8 times easily in a day at all times of the day, and it's like mostly like diarrhea. It's crazy. It's crazy. Make sure you have enough toilet tissue. If you don't, you're gonna have to go old school, jump in the shower, and wash your ass. Uh, but I got a whole pack of toilet tissue there, so I'm not worried about that. But the scent, I can't smell. Like this is right here that I'm burning is nug champa, right? I have nug champa burning. I can't smell it. It smells fucking weird. Like it's not even a scent. It's like I don't know. It's just a weird. It just smells weird. When I smoke my marijuana, it's like it's weird. It's a weird. It smells weird. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So talking about marijuana, let's go ahead and light it up. Fucking this one's for fucking COVID. I'm gonna fight it with that bitch with marijuana, but it tastes so horrible. Ugh. Like it makes marijuana smell horrible. It doesn't smell like marijuana anymore. That's the concerning part, right? Because then like how can you distinguish um scents if you can't smell? It's just I'm just happy that I still have my taste. But the smell, I can't. It's just so fucking weird. It's weird, and I'll let you guys know. Because I'm gonna be documenting on here anyways. Um, I didn't announce it here because I was like, well, let me let some of the people I know, and I'll announce it in another channel. I didn't just want it to be like all the attention here. It's like, nah, that's not my purpose. It's just to let the people in the masses know what I'm going through. Got a little scratch in my throat. Damn, that was strong. That was like a scratch in my throat. But my marijuana smells like shit. And that's not part of my cola. It's just I felt something scratch my throat. Right in here. On the right side. And it got like my vocal cord. So it should go away. This is making me teary eye. Oh man, it's making teary eye. But man, this variant's a bitch. It is. I still got that in my throat. It's gonna be a hard show now. The water's helping. I'm all teary-eyed now. And it's not going away. It's like the spirits, they're like, enough was said. If they're gonna hear you, they'll hear you. It's just a really, that strain, whatever that strain I got, it's a bitch. It is. And that's why I said people that have health issues like me, I have 14 surgeries. So this is more very risky on my part dealing with this. I don't think people really realize, right? Nah, people don't realize. But for me, it's serious, because this is my world. This is, this is what I see. This is my vision, my world, my show. Everyone has their own experiences. They go through their own experiences, and we share it here. Because that's what this channel is about. Sharing our experiences. It's my mind over your matter. So it's your mind over my matter that I'm going through right now with this fucking craziness. The fact that marijuana smells like shit is the worst. I think that's what makes this virus the worst. The fact that your weed smells like donkey shit. Fuck. Donkey shit. Hey, Gigi. Yeah, Gigi, I won't be seeing you for a while. I ended up catching COVID. So the C word. So I've been fighting it for the past week. And I mean, I did a show before. You could probably go. It's the show show must go on. And then this is the second one. The show must go on. And I'm not sick, like coughing. I don't have like my nose is not going crazy. This is a body attack. This is like playing football, right? And going or practicing for something for all day. And then you're at the end of the day and you're fucking tired and you still got to run laps. That's how I feel. Fuck. It's a weird feeling. It's so weird. And I'm just going to be the monkey. I'm the test monkey. So I'm the monkey in the middle. I am, when the monkey dies, you're like, oh shit. Okay. We're going to have to take this a little more serious. It's just, let's keep this monkey alive. This monkey needs to stay alive. I got more visions and more to share. And if I do die, that's okay too, because then I'm in a better place. And trust me, I'm going to go flying. I'm flying everywhere. I'm not staying in one place. Fuck that. I'm truly going to explore. But let me go ahead and put out the link. So if you want to come onto the show, you're more than welcome to. Let's kind of paste this here. Yeah, today here it's a holiday in our country of America. It is Labor Day for those that are busting their ass here working for very little meaning of chump change, which I still continue to state that the United States of America has never abolished slavery. They just changed it and they call it work and they call it a job. Slavery has never ended. They just changed a couple of the words and they say, fuck that. We're not paying for you to eat and all this and that. No, we'll give you the money. You take care of yourself, but we're only going to give you a certain amount of money. So you're going to struggle still. You're going to be able to pay your bills. You'll be able to pay your rent. But we're not going to give you extra money so you could splurge on yourself. Go fuck yourself. If you want that, you're going to have to get like 2-3 jobs. So it's all slavery. It's never ended. Sorry to tell you, but happy Labor Day here, America. Fucking. Yo, what's up, Termir?
Hey,
What's
how are you
happening? I'm
doing?
here. I was about to get into a rant. Thank God you saved me. Because slavery never
Okay.
ended. Slavery never
No,
ended.
it didn't. Yeah,
They call it work.
most of most
They
of
call it a
most of us.
job.
Yeah, and most of us are slaves to the credit
Me too.
companies.
Yes, that's how they get you hooked. Everyone is hooked,
Mhm.
linked, like they're just fucked. You know, unless you have, unless you have your shit under control. You know,
Mhm.
and you keep your
Mhm.
spending to a minimum, but yet be able to build your credit and to numbers that are fucking ridiculous. Like me, like for instance, I focus on my credit. You know what I mean? Because your credit
Mhm.
is kind of like your story. It's who you are and what how responsible you are, and
Mhm.
this is all social credit system. It
Mhm.
all tells them how you're behaving and how you're cooperative, and then we'll give you a number for your rating. And this
Mhm.
is the category you belong in.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all it's a worldwide joke that is going on with society, especially with
Mhm.
credit. That's how they get everyone. You
Uh-huh.
know, but I make sure my credit is good. So,
Mhm. Mhm.
but
Yeah. I
it's just
was
weird.
listening to. Yeah. Yeah. Earlier today, I was listening Robert Barnes again in Rumble,
Hmm.
and it's. Don't worry, I'm not going to be a lawyer or a judge, but somehow the way he talks about things, I guess perhaps you could say that it's his passion. Uh, but the way he talks about legal stuff, how they go
Hmm.
in America, he has me in the hook, so to speak. So I don't know if it's good or bad, but I have been listening to him a lot
The problem with
in
America
legal
problem with
in legal.
America is there's too many rules and too many laws, and each state has their own constitution. They have their own
Mm,
laws and so forth. And it's like how they expect you to recognize all the laws if they're all fucking like mixed up. You know, it's
hmm
like spaghettis.
mm,
You know, it's
yeah,
like it's all over the place.
yeah.
And the fact that like they could change it at any time too, and a lot of the law has changed starting September 1st, that certain places you go to travel you need to require a visa, and you need to apply for that visa online,
hmm
especially like if you want to go to Jamaica now. If you want to go to
hmm
Jamaica, you got to fill out a visa online. and they only
Really?
do it digital. They only do it online. You can't. There's no other way.
Wow.
So yeah, so things are happening really fast around this planet that we're not like. They're doing it. They're doing it. They're pushing their agenda, and it's
Yeah, I
rapidly.
mean, yeah, I mean, I noticed here that in certain permits, which you which you can have, like if you are a bouncer in a restaurant, you can have a digital ID for that. That you don't need the physical one. But like it's optional. It's not
Hmm.
mandatory, at least yet. But it is available for those who want only digital stuff. And okay, the question is, what happens if the whole electric network goes down with your information,
like
with
a CME, or maybe like a solar flare knocks out all the satellites, maybe,
solar
and
flare, or
that's
terrorist
happened
attack,
before.
taking down the whole uh,
You know
electric
what,
networks.
the word chaos.
I didn't say that,
The word chaos will
but
happen. It would be an it's something that it's all premeditated. It's in the Bible. It's they wrote it down. It's all everything's all being like, look what happened with Burning Man,
mhm,
right? They're stuck in fucking mud, a place where it rarely ever rains, and they had
mhm,
enough rain in one day span to last years.
mhm,
And I see this as all symbolism. This is all, nature talks too. Nature, Mother Nature, she, a lot of people be ignoring her. That's the issue.
mhm,
She's being ignored, and she's like, okay, motherfuckers, since y'all want to act crazy, y'all want to do all this rainbow shit, and you want to, you know, just do harm to humanity. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do,
mhm,
and let all this rain fall in Nevada. They fucked up the whole Burning Man shit. It gives
mhm,
you they couldn't burn shit because everything's all soaked. And I see this as signs, things to come.
mhm, mhm.
It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning of this.
Yeah, I mean,
This whole
uh,
year is going to be a fuck fest year. You know that, right? I'm letting you know.
I
We
mean,
still have another year with Biden, so this is gonna be like the
I don't know.
biggest.
I don't know because I was listening to Robert Barnes in Viva
Oh,
Frei in Rumble. Uh, he's the he's a Canadian guy
shit
who has
stinks.
been I think he was law assistant for 12 years or something like that. So he's very familiar with the topic. And but I was like listening to their conversation about things taking place now in the United States
Oh
alone,
yeah. Oof.
like
That's a lot.
domestic. Is it called domestic politics? But
Mm-hmm.
like internal politics in there, and what's going on with the lawlessness and fake indictments and all this kind of
It's all
shit. I'm
dossiers.
not. I'm not.
Those are dossiers.
I am still surprised that conservative Republicans or whatever you want to call them, but conservative people are not pushed over the edge. But
It's
I think
it's
is
a
it?
it's a game though.
Um, sorry if I interrupt you, but as a foreigner who is not who is living on the other side of the globe, but I have to ask that what does your intuition say, that are we close to that point where like people are being pushed over the cliff before
No,
things really
they're
start to?
walking towards it though. I see them walking towards it. I see a lot of ignorance, a lot of narcissists. I see a lot of like it's like the world hasn't learned their lesson yet. It's like nope.
Yeah, because
It's so much it's how can there be peace if there's division?
yeah, and because I have been surprised the lack of effort by the grand old party, and I mean we can go on with a political debate or discussion for next 100 years, but I mean I'm just surprised that how tolerant people are still and taking this stuff.
Yeah.
So I can, it's boggling my mind, in that sense. Just saying, you know. So
And everything's all I don't know because I keep seeing numbers. Seeing numbers everywhere. It's like everything's all
numbers game.
numbers. Yeah. That's what it is. It's like it's kind of like all right, call in your shit. What's your numbers, like worldwide. And it's getting weird cuz there's non-compliance going on in this world right now. And Africa is a
Yeah,
big key. Africa
yeah. I
is
mean, I have,
pretty big. A lot of
I,
precious metals in Africa. A lot of
you know,
oof. And
you know,
there's wars right now that are breaking out in Africa because there's certain players from the outside with a lot of money that are pretty much able to influence a party,
yeah.
and they toss them money, and with the money they can buy
Can we,
weapons.
hmm
So
for
don't be
example,
surprised some of these African countries are having American weapons fighting against one another, which it's like
oh
let
yeah,
them fight, let them
it
kill
will,
them
oh
themselves,
yeah,
and
it
then
will
we'll
happen.
come back
Yeah,
and
it will
we'll
happen
clean
for
up the
sure.
mess. Yeah, we'll clean up the
But
mess and we'll get the precious metal later. Because a big chunk
what do
of
you,
precious metal is coming from Africa. And
you
we
know?
know, certain countries not getting about 60% of it.
hmm
And that's
You know
a
my,
cause for
yeah,
war.
you know my thought pattern pretty well. Would it be a surprise to you if I say that I have been silently celebrating the coups in Gabon and in Niger and Burkina Faso and these other places where for example, where the French have been thrown out,
Mm-hmm.
and mm, like, was it? Uh, I don't know what's the situation now, but was it like by this Sunday the last diplomat of France had a chance to leave the country, and she didn't do it because she and other people don't recognize the current government as the legitimate government over there. So
It's wild times, man. I'm telling you,
mhm,
this right now is the perfect time for war outbreaks, for a lot of bloodshed. Like this
mhm,
is like the time frame, and we're the audience. We're gonna witness certain things, certain big things that are still around the corner, and just take it in. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, let me in. Because it's gonna be a life altering event. It's gonna be coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if society is really ready for that, but they have no choice. It's going to happen. You know, this world, we take it for granted, man. It's just like we're so selfish, you know, because this planet itself, we're living on top. We're like fleas on top of a dog. That's like the planet.
Mm-hmm.
We're just the
Mm-hmm.
fleas. And one day, this planet is gonna say, "Fuck this shit." And just
Let
like
me let me let me ask you, or Albert can comment too if you want to. But I was I was watching a video of Joseph Nunn, which is known as who is known as Behemoth X in YouTube. And my question is, what do you think will happen if Abadan is telling him that we are going to have a nuclear exchange at some point, that we are going to
I
destroy
think it's a
ourselves?
hoax. I think it's a hoax. I think that's just for talks. But I wouldn't take a stick at it, but I believe it to be a hoax. You know, because
Let
although it's imminent, but you know, the more you worry about it and keep it on your mind, the more it
yeah,
perpetuates. You know, and a collective
but
consciousness.
let me finish, because I was about to add that also, like I probably mentioned, that also Azazel and Paimon have been mentioning that a war is coming, and it's going to be bigger than the current events. So all those three big spirits,
oh yeah.
independent of each other, are the most likely, are telling the same thing. So
Yeah, that's what I
I
said.
wanted to
Life
throw, I
changing,
wanted,
life
yeah,
changing. I'm a psychic too, so I see shit. So what
hmm
these guys are saying, I've been saying it. You know, it's going to happen. It's it's
hmm
it's already written down. It's already budgeted. You know, all the other stuff is already premeditated. So they just press play, and then benefit from the recovery.
hmm
You know, you make more off of the recovery than you do during the war. You know, the war, yeah, it's going to be a loss. You know, you're going to lose a lot of money, of course,
you
yeah. But
you you
that recovery and the
wealth
recovery of land, you know,
wealth
and
transfer, wealth transfer,
yeah, of course, man, that's the best time to money laundry.
wealth transfer,
War is
and
the best time
theft,
to money
theft.
launder your shit. Throw your fucking dirty shit at the fucking war and just let it, like, that's why the US is throwing so much money at Ukraine.
I don't
hmm
think there's going to be a real. I know there's a big ass Armageddon war that's about to break out and happen, but I don't think it's going to be nuclear. I think it's going to be the extraterrestrials involved in it. And
hmm
anyway, I know I know that this nuclear thing is just to scare people off, so it could be in a
You
collective
know something?
consciousness.
You know something? And this is going to be crazy, right? But I don't blame Russia.
hmm
I
I
don't
don't
need it.
blame
I
either.
don't need it.
I don't blame
No,
hmm
them. They're
no.
defending themselves.
Yeah, big
You
time.
know, they have every right to
Mm,
defend themselves.
yeah.
And if you're approaching on us, we have every right to toward you away and
hmm
scare you away.
hmm
So,
hmm
this has been going on for how long
So
now? This is not new.
yeah.
This
So
has been
Albi,
going
you're
on
saying that
before we were born.
the the fight will be done with regular guns and stuff.
Yeah, man, they're gonna come out. They already have laser guns.
They're
You know,
advanced. They got more ships now.
they have
Then
laser guns that they
good to
could
shoot
pull
down
the
missiles. It's good to shoot
yeah.
missiles now. The laser.
They could adjust the strength of it, and they could pierce right through you and kill you right through your heart. They have
Yeah.
enough like lasers to defend themselves from any air raid. So, and it's so quick that it picks up on it. It's you think, damn, this is like Star Wars shit. Yes, Star Wars is coming. It's they're getting everything ready. Look at all the satellites they're putting up in the sky. You think they just because they just want to give you internet service? That's the only reason why they put SpaceX is
There's
putting
a
up all these
drawback
satellites.
on that.
Come on now,
They
don't
could
be
put,
so gullible.
they could put any amount of satellites up there. They have the sun to worry about because the sun can release CMEs and solar flares that can destroy the satellites.
Yeah, no, but they're doing something, Albie. It's you're not even thinking about it. That's how like quiet this shit is. You know, you just believe what they tell you because everyone's so gullible. Oh yeah, we just have 20 something satellites we're just throwing up here with a big ass payload. No, it's only 20 satellites,
Something
right?
good that's gonna happen.
They got a
Something
lot
big.
of they got a lot of things up there. They got it's
Space Station, Space Force.
man, come on. That's why they're gonna fool people. They're gonna think there's gonna be like an invasion and all this crazy shit. And Project Bluebeam never went anywhere. He's still part of that fucking program. Society right now is experiencing Project Bluebeam. You're fucked. It's okay. We are fucked. But you know what? We're here together, and we're gonna make it a good time. But we're still fucked. So, because there's really, to be honest, this play's been in motion before us. So it's like we're just witnesses. I witness what where you're living and your life. You're witnessing everything from your eyes. So we're born in a very fucking special time for us to be here talking and seeing everything that's been happening. I've been seeing so many signs with like the fires at Maui, from Burning Man to burning, like, what, it's fucking a mud pit over there. It's toxic. There's toxic because that's used to be an old lake bed. So there's a lot of toxins in that mud that are not good for the humans. And there were 73,000 people stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
So you could just imagine they're going to be passing these toxins when they go back home.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, man, everything's all a fucking game. We're just trying to enjoy and not get an anxiety attack. This is a cool game. We're just try to keep it as cool as possible because this world is a madness. It is. It's just mad. Look at California. People just walking in, stealing shit, and walking out without paying, and they don't give a fuck.
Same as in England. I
Like,
was told by my...
there's so many like people that they're not even caring about the law. Like it's lawless. And then you would think California, right? A fucking democratic state. They have so much money and so much, but yet do so fucking little. And their people are struggling like crazy, and yet they still vote for Democrats. I just don't fucking get it. Like, they're so stuck. They're blinds. They can't see. You could try to talk to them, but it's like you'll make progress talking to your own wall than you would to a diehard Democrat.
Yeah.
You know, it's
You know what?
just
You know what? If a civil war would break out in there, do you know what would be my first objectives to complete?
I think this is what I see. I could see two parties coming together and trying to overthrow. I could see unity coming together and overthrowing. That would be something huge. If that would be the biggest and something that American history, to have unity to overthrow the government. YouTube doesn't.
Mhm.
They don't like me saying that. So sorry, YouTube. Go fuck yourself. But
Mhm.
they that divide and conquer, that shit, they're gonna be surprised when we come together and we unite together. It doesn't matter what affiliation you are, we're one. That's what they're scared. That's what they're scared
Yeah.
most of. That's why they keep
Yeah.
us so divided. They keep us so
But do you
distracted. It's
see?
like they don't want us to
Uh,
get together.
yeah, because Robert Barnes was saying that indictment of Trump will unite people because people see through all this stuff what is going on now. Not all, not all, not all, not everyone. I mean, but a lot of people are going to see through this stuff. But what I would do first, if a civil war would break out, I would secure the documents in the FBI and in the CIA and in Langley,
Oh Lord, dude.
and to
You
bring
don't
out the
understand.
secrets.
They have all that shit underground. They have it in salt caves. They have
I
everything that
know.
I'm doing right now is being saved in a salt cave. Like
Hmm.
this memory, this all this data gets harvested. You know, this is always going to be in the future. People are going to be able to come back and watch and be like, "Wow, look at these people! How they were talking 100 years ago."
Hmm.
Like, I can see shit like that happening. You know, and it's cool that we're able to do this. You know, back in the '80s when I was growing up, there was no fucking way I would like. Everything happened so fast. Everything happened so fast. I
Hmm.
feel like in my lifetime, I saw a lot of change. And as far as like advancement change, um, it just blows my mind to see like how technology, how it just went. I remember playing the fucking Atari. I had the 2600. I was a little jit. I
Hmm.
was little. I was about maybe what, 5. Um,
Hmm.
then that joystick was fucking hard. It was not kid
Oh yeah,
friendly at all. That
I
joystick
remember.
was so fucking stiff. It was a
Hmm.
stiff joystick. I was like, um, but then everything just started going so fast. Like I remember the rotary phone. I remember my mom cursing the fuck out of it because she would fuck up with the number. And she's like, "Fuck, I gotta fucking do it all over again." And it's usually like the last 2 digits she fucks up. So it's like it was so like anxiety.
Hmm.
um because my mom would explode with energy, like curse the shit. She cursed the fuck out of that phone. And then we went to like the wall phone. We all know the wall phone, the
Hmm.
one that you get stuck to the wall. Because back in the days, there was only like a 3 foot cord, 6 foot cord. And then when they started making the real big cords, that was like extending a little bit of the freedom from the wall. And
Yeah.
I And I see all these changes, because how I grew up, I saw the changes and the advancements from black and white TV to color TV and then cable TV,
Mhm.
like VCRs, 8 tracks, tapes,
Mm.
all this
Yeah.
stuff fascinates me. Like the advancement of like how radio got into cars and stuff was mind blowing to me as a little kid because my dad could put a little box in the fucking radio and it will play his and my favorite song. It was like that was pretty cool,
Mhm.
you know. But it always weirded me out because I never knew how the fuck like could people be able to think of shit like this to put together without help. They have to have help to put this shit together, and
Mhm.
everything the advancements from the 80s, 90s, and up to even to today. Look how crazy technology is. Like that cell phone scares the fuck out of me.
Mhm.
It does. Let me tell you, um, every time you touch your phone, they're picking up on your fingerprints. Every single time you touch your phone, they're picking up on your fingerprints. So be careful with your phones. Because they're picking up information. Like they know it's you with your fingerprint. Like when you're pressing the buttons, it's picking up on your fingerprints. And anybody could hack in and steal people's fingerprints. I could feel something like that big happening where there's a breach and people's identity is stolen by fingerprint. Oh man. I feel this weird feeling on my
Yeah.
lap. I had this weird feeling, like literally on my like I felt like someone sat on me.
Mhm.
Like who the fuck is this? Why are you pushing on me? Like I have this pressure. Like
Uh-huh.
weird.
Let me. May I? May I say hello to a few people?
Yeah,
Hello.
7.
Yeah. Hello, Mrs. Seven Serpents, and there were other people too.
Vicky,
There was Seven
Gigi,
Serpents here, and
Miss
Vicky
Seven
is here.
Serpents.
Hi.
Hello
How do you
everyone.
guys? Where is it?
Welcome to our discussion. You're more than
Yeah.
welcome to jump on and share your opinions because why not, right? I'm
Come on,
fighting
people. Hop
COVID.
on. Hop on up here.
I'm fighting COVID. I'm still winning. Um, it's been a back and
Mhm.
forth battle with this bitch. It is a bitch, and it will kill older people. Yes, it will kill them. This shit is a fucking aggressive. This bitch is aggressive. I was like, you can't be an analyst if you haven't gone through it yourself. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
To talk about it, to speak upon what you're feeling at the moment. I'm doing that right now, documenting it here on YouTube. I know
Mhm.
YouTube, fuck you, YouTube. But I know you guys hate when I talk about the C word, but fuck you. I have the C word now and I could talk about it. And if you have a problem, then I guess, I could hire an attorney and shit, but that's just gonna waste a lot of time. So
Mhm.
it'd be better just to leave my fucking video alone. Thank you and fuck
Mhm.
you. So
Yeah.
it's
I
always
was.
have to
I was.
give
I was. I was 9 days. I was 9 days in the bed with supposed C word, and
nah,
and
mine is
I
confirmed.
came. I came. I came and conquered it, but the treatment they gave me, it was the one which almost killed me in there. So okay, Vicky's eating dinner and listening, but we'll jump on when
Mm.
she's done.
Oh,
Good.
no rush, girl. Eat your dinner. Enjoy that.
Hmm.
Enjoy whenever you feel like you want to come in and put your sense, it's up to you. I don't push or pressure anyone. You know, when they have something to
I
say,
will.
that energy just pops up and be like, I gotta get on there.
Yeah,
I gotta say
yeah.
something. You
Uh,
know, and it's cool. You know, but this fucking whatever variant I got, that motherfucker is it's not good for seniors. No way. I can't see a senior
mm,
fighting like this, like the way I am, because it will
yeah.
cripple them. It will cripple the
Mm,
like no wonder they're dying at a high rate. Because this is really aggressive. It's really aggressive on the body.
mm-hmm.
It's so fucking strong on the body. You have no
Mm.
idea. This thing's a fucking bitch. You know,
I have.
it's not
I
like a
have.
cold or a flu or anything like that. It's a fucking it's like
It's something completely different thing.
no, it's like boxing. Like, have you ever boxed before, Termir?
Yeah,
You like in
not
the gym, you
not
went boxing?
no. I have
Like,
been I have been punching the bag, yeah, but I haven't been in the ring.
yeah, well, I've been in the ring. But
Uh-huh.
I was a little jit. You know, I was a fighter. I was little.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, until you get that punch that fucking brings you to reality, you're like kind of in a fantasy. And for me, I feel like I got the reality, you know, and I see it, I feel it, I know where it's at in my system. I'm giving it my works, but it's a fucking it's a bad one, man. It's just bad on the body. And that's where I
Mm-hmm.
feel like that's where they're gonna attack individuals is through the body. Like, you know, fuck getting them like sick. That shit, their immune system is just too fucking good. It's
Mm.
this attack their fucking body. Let's go for the bones, the
You know,
muscles.
when I was in the hospital bed, uh, I was ooh, I was I need to go soon, but I will join later if you're still on. But anyhow, as soon as I got on my feet and started to walk, I was having like really rough cough, and I was like coughing my lungs out almost literally, and it was really tough. Like you could hear me a mile away when I was going just to toilet alone. Like if I got up, I started to cough, and as long as I was staying up, I was coughing like crazy. And when I laid back, it was way easier. So
Mm-mm.
I
You
know
know what I hate
I
about it too? I
mhm,
lost my smell. I don't smell nothing.
yeah.
I can't smell anything.
I
Like,
did. I
I'm
lost.
smoking my
I lost.
weed. I'm smoking my
Mhm,
weed and it stinks.
yeah.
Like, it smells
I had. I had the.
like funky.
I had the same, and I also lost my taste
I
temporarily.
hope I don't lose that. That's what I don't want to lose because then I
Because
would be pissed.
I lost it for a while, and you know when you are drinking like orange lemonade and it tastes terrible, like it doesn't taste as it should taste, like
Oh
or water.
no.
And
Oh no.
I lost my smell, and I lost uh, ability to smell and ability to taste for a while. And food was
Yeah,
tasting like crap. Like I knew how it was supposed to taste like, but it just
yeah.
didn't taste the same.
I mean,
So
my weed tastes weird, but I
yeah,
mean, taste as far as like food and stuff, like I don't think that's changed with me. The smelling, forget it. I can't
yeah.
smell shit.
I mean,
It's kind of good in a way because like my cats take the shit and usually that shit stinks sometimes. And I went to the bathroom and it didn't smell shit.
mm,
And I'm like, all right, I know there's something up when I can't smell my cat shit, because that shit can wake up the dead. And I don't know what this. And I give her like kibble food. I give her
Yeah.
the dry food. I don't give them so much of the
You
wet
know,
food.
you know, you know what was my thought when I caught the supposed COVID, because and also previous pandemics have all been caused by bacteria, but this was for the first time ever. This was supposedly caused by a virus, but the feeling I had was like, man, this is not this is not natural. This is something else. Like, this is man-made stuff. That was my thought back at the time when I had it, and it took me 5 weeks to recover fully from it.
Shit. I hope it gets
And
mine.
yeah,
Hope I can finish it in 3. Because I'm
I
like,
had I had fever like for 6 days with over. I think the highest number was it 39.7 or 40.7 Celsius, and that's really high, because usually most fever I get from regular flu or or similar stuff is 38.5. So this was even way higher. So, and I was like, this is not man-made. This is not natural. This is okay. This is kind of flu, but it's not the regular flu.
I'm just pissed right now.
Yeah.
I'm pissed because it's making my weed smell like dookie. Like, for real, it stinks. Like, and I know that's not the smell. But since I can't smell, it's throwing me some weird funky smell like dookie. Like some weird dookie smell. And I'm like, what is going on here? Like, I can't enjoy my marijuana. That's fucked up. Now you know that's a fucked up variant. If it fucks up with your fucking high, it fucks up with your fucking, the scent of the marijuana. We got beef. We got beef. I'm taking off my fucking. I'm ready to fight this bitch. I am. I'm taking it full. I'm going full force on it, and it's just got into, I guess, the right body, the wrong time. But it's like all shit, because it's a tug of war. It's a fight.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna pull through. I'm gonna win. But it is a fight. And I don't think I don't think you or anyone here that's watching will want to experience what I experienced the second day. I don't think you would have liked that. It's
okay.
Imagine that you can't walk, right? And your body is like hurting, your bones is hurting, your muscles is hurting. As soon as you get up from the bed and your lip starts trembling, like your bottom lip.
I had that one.
Yeah, and you know there's something's up, and you're walking and you feel like, and you can't walk fast. You have to like take your time because it's that's what's gonna hurt people the second day.
Hey, I need to drop out, so I'm back later if you're on. And hello to Vicky.
I'm here with Vicky.
See you later.
Yeah. All right. See you later.
See ya. Hey, Vicky.
Hey, Rick.
What's happening?
I was wondering what happened to you, and you were supposed to see Doc this weekend.
Yeah, this week. I was supposed to go see him tomorrow.
Man, I tell you, like, what's that about? It makes you wonder, right?
Yeah, and something too. Something kept telling me not to book the car rental in the hotel, like to wait. something kept telling me to wait. And I was like, I knew something was up because when I'm hearing that voice in my head, there's always something behind it. So when I took the test, the fucking 2 lines came out. I was like, fucking can't.
So
Fuck.
where do you think you caught it?
You know, it could have been anywhere. It could have been Niagara Falls. It could have been Canada. It could have been at a rest stop. It could have been, you know, I didn't feel the effects until like what? I came back. So that, yeah, it was like a whole day. Like, so it has to have been over there that I
Yeah,
came.
Niagara Falls, where there's a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even though
Yeah.
you were outside, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. It's
But
just so
there's a
weird.
lot of water particulates.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's if it's like it's in like it's infested. and it's okay, right? Because like for me, I'm taking it as a learning experience and sharing my thoughts and what I'm going through. And I am not gonna regret not going to Niagara Falls. I could die tomorrow and I'd be the most happiest man on earth that was able to experience Niagara Falls on the
Yeah, I'm
Canadian
gonna,
side. You know,
right?
and I put it on a show, and you know, you guys were able to see what I did on the Canadian
Yeah.
side. So it was really cool. I can never say I regret that. There's no way I can't.
Right.
I enjoyed myself so much.
So were you
And
able to just like walk? I didn't get to watch the whole thing, but were you able to walk like back and forth between Canada and US like no
yeah,
problem? Like
yeah,
there was no
yeah,
border crossing or anything like that.
yeah. No, there's a border crossing. You go through the bridge, right? From the American side.
Mm,
Like we left the car in the hotel because
mhm.
there was a line for the cars to go to the Canadian side. I was like, fuck that. Let's go walk over there. Just cross the bridge and you're right there. So we're like, yeah, like fuck it, we go walking. I have
So
pictures. I
did you
gotta
have to show your passport or like what?
yeah, yeah. I had to
Wow.
well, I had my passport card.
Yeah.
So I had my passport as backup because I had my passport, but
Mhm.
I had the passport card, so I showed them that and they look at you, they look at the card. Okay, why you come over here for? I'm like, I'm coming to see Niagara Falls.
Why else would you be there, right?
I'm like, she's like, do you have any drugs, marijuana? I'm like, shit, I wish. But no, I don't have anything on me. They're like, okay, next. I'm like, damn, that was fucking weird. So I put my card away, and then like down the line, once I got down the stairs and was able to go to like the boardwalk area, that's when I passed the zip line. Is when I started the show to get the show going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I didn't want you guys to like miss out on what I'm seeing for the first time from the
Right.
Canadian side. That was my first time over there seeing Niagara Falls. Like used to see it from the side, on the American side,
Well,
and it's
that's
a
why
big.
there's the same reason why, Rick, I do all the travel videos that I do and put up on my channel because I remember, back when I first met Doc, and I mean, I was just like, I didn't have a car, I didn't have any money. I had,
Mhm.
I had just my whole consciousness had just been open to like the reality of what's really going on. So like super depressing. I thought it was going to be the end of the world any day. And all I wanted to do, like I was willing to just walk if I had to. I just had to go see, let my eyes see the beauty that was still left in the world while it was still there.
Mhm.
And fortunately, I've had the opportunity since then to do a lot of traveling. And that's exactly why I make those videos is
Mm.
because sunshine
what
on Sophia, you know?
yeah,
I want to shine a light on the beauty that is still this planet that we live on.
yeah.
And I think that a
That's-
lot of times that we can forget when we get all caught up in the craziness, you know?
yeah, and our beauty is just very little, very, 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 very little. It's like if you look at it from space, you see it's a little, little, little. So it's enjoy the where we're at. This is a very special place.
Yes.
We've been put on here at this time, in our lives and this point, and I'm just saying, enjoy life. Everyone, enjoy life.
Mhm.
To
That's
the
exactly
fullest.
it, Rick. We got to remember to have
It,
fun, you know,
yes, and it's
to
okay to take risks. You know,
yes, and
this,
and find the joy and you know, just even the smallest things. That's why like and thank you for showing me Niagara Falls because I haven't ever been there and I would love to go there sometime.
you would
But I
love it.
like to also look at the small things, you know, just get
Hmm.
like the little flower, you know,
Hmm. Hmm.
and the rock with the really cool vein that's going through it, or you know, you got to remember to stop and look at the small little details that are so incredibly beautiful as well.
Hmm.
And one of the
Hmm.
other things that I learned a lot like doing these trips. One time I was on this road and you know, I get out of the car and I'm taking a video of this beautiful pasture and everything. And then I turned around and it was like, oh my gosh, if I hadn't have turned around and looked behind me, I wouldn't have seen that. And it was
Hmm.
incredible. And it just
Wow.
reminded me that sometimes we have to remember to look behind us, to look in the past, look behind us and see the beauty in that too.
Hmm. It's like looking at the world like panoramic.
Mm,
You gotta get a full view around, 360 panoramic
mhm,
view,
mhm.
and there's always beauty all around. It's sometimes, yeah, you gotta, and it's the simple things that can make anyone happy. You know,
I'm telling you, if you're ever feeling down, just go step outside for a while and, you know,
yeah, go barefooted, go on the grass, like,
yeah, what do they say? Stop and smell the roses, you know?
yeah, right. That's like such a good recipe, like the remedy to help smell the roses. Put your feet on the
Mhm.
grass, ground yourself. You
Touch
know,
the plants, you know, like touch the leaf of a plant and,
that's
you
what I'm gonna do
know,
tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the park and I'm
oh,
gonna ground
oh, you
myself.
want to. You know what? That's probably going to make you feel a lot better too, you know?
Hell yeah, yeah. I'm
Mhm.
definitely gonna do that because I'm like I'm not. It's just a body attack. It's a full
Yeah.
body attack. And
Yeah.
it's so fucked up. It's fucked up
You know,
because it's
I'm
like,
really lucky because when I had it, I didn't have it like really bad. I had it like at the
yeah,
beginning of COVID.
yeah.
And
This is
it almost was like, well, am I really sick or is it my sinuses? But because I worked for, you know, the woman who was high risk with MS and everything,
mhm, mhm,
um, I had to my boss wanted me to go in anyway. And I'm like, look, no, I'm gonna test first, you know? And I
mhm.
ended up having it, so thank goodness I didn't go in and expose her, you know?
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
have been a
yeah.
horrible gift to give.
But the
I'm
thing
like,
I think that was really weird for me was I got that whole brain fog thing for sure.
"Okay, nothing's happening to my brain, so
Well,
please don't
thank
touch my
goodness.
brain, okay?
I
Please."
got some brain fog, and then I realized that I couldn't I would run out of breath very easily. So,
Mm,
like, even just, you know,
yeah,
talking on the phone and walking around the house, I would find myself getting really out of breath.
mm,
Mhm. And it took a while for that to took a
Did
few
you lose?
months for me to
Did,
like kind
did
of
you
get.
lose your sense, like your smell? Did you lose your
No,
smell?
I lost in my taste a little bit, but not too bad. A little
Okay,
bit.
I lost total smell. I can't smell anything. My weed smells like skunk shit. Like, oh no, it's like not even good. It's not even this. It's not even. I actually made that smell too good. It's just like a bark smell.
Well, maybe that's a sign that you just need to like take a break from that for a minute.
What, smoking?
Yeah.
Shit, I did yesterday.
Okay. Well,
I only
everybody
smoke
needs
when
to
I
take
come
a
on the
break every
show.
once in a while.
Yeah, I do. When I went to Niagara Falls, I didn't smoke that whole time.
Right
I
on.
was there like, and you know what I like about it is that I'm not addicted. It's not addiction. It's not like, oh, I gotta have it, you know, and I
Right.
got, you know, not like a cigarette. Cigarette that really gets you, you know, and it gets you like it sucks you in, and then it makes you addicted because then it makes you want another cigarette, and then you want another one, and then another one, and then you know you're going through packs a day. And I've
For
seen
me, it
people.
was more like just the habit of it, like
I've
just the
seen.
habit of having one after you eat, or the habit of just, keeping myself busy doing something. And it would frustrate the heck out of me when I was like doing renovations to my house,
Mhm.
and would stop and have a cigarette. And I'm like, I'm not getting any work done because I'm always having to stop and smoke a cigarette. It was so annoying. It got so
Yeah,
annoying. But
yeah,
you know what
and
helped me to quit smoking cigarettes?
uh,
You want to know?
yeah,
I
go ahead.
started smoking Black and Mild. Those
Oh,
little
that's my
cigarettes.
mom's. Oh my god. You know what my
So
mom used to smoke?
I knew that if I started smoking those, that in like a year I would get a really bad hack, and
You know
that I wouldn't be able to deal with it, and I would quit.
what was
And
your
that's exactly
cigarette?
what happened.
My
I
mom's
smoked Marlboro
cigarette.
Lights.
Okay, my mom used to smoke Benjamin Hedges.
Uh-huh.
Fancy shit, right? I think
Uh-huh.
that's some fancy, like the rapper I remember was like fancy shit, like Fancy Green.
Were those the menthol ones then? She smoked the menthol
Yes,
ones?
that was the
Those are
menthol.
even worse for you, they say.
And it's worse. Yes. I remember my mom used to
Mm-hmm.
smoke it in the car and I'm like in the back, like
Mm-hmm.
inhaling all this shit, you know, because they back then there was no warnings or none of that shit. They're like
Right?
it was just a different time, and I
And
got
yet
in like
somehow we
smoke
all
poisoning.
survived cigarettes. I'm waiting for the e-cigarette thing to like start killing people.
Yeah, well, I stopped. I don't smoke cigarettes like at all. Like I
That's
rather
good.
smoke weed, and I don't do it like all the time. I only do it when I come on here,
Mm.
and that's because I'm sitting. I'm in my studio area,
You're
and I'm
chilling.
comfortable. And
Yeah, you're chilling like a villain, hanging out,
yeah, get,
bullshitting. Yeah.
yeah. I smoke about 2 joints. Like when I do a show, like today, I probably
Mm-hmm.
smoke 2 joints, and I'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm using it to help me fight whatever's inside of me too. Because I'm telling you right now, COVID is getting high as fuck right now, and that bitch, he's lit. He's leaving me alone. He's like, look, Rick, you can do your show. We have a truce. I won't fuck with you on your show, and you can get me high as fuck. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. I win with that. Oh, it's
Well,
just I gotta laugh, you know. It's just that's my personality.
you
It's
gotta do that.
you gotta put a smile on your face, and you know, even if it's a rainy day, fuck it, you know.
You know? So hey, did you ever get a chance to listen to that chick, that video that I sent you a link to, that song? Not the Ren one. I sent it to you. I'm pretty
No,
sure I was on your show.
no. Well, you have Discord.
No, we were gonna talk about that
Yeah,
too.
we was. Yeah. Oh, you were. Yeah, we were gonna do something. I remember you said you were gonna something with your
Well, I'd like
email
to be
or
able to get
something.
a hold of Maggie like directly, and
Yeah,
and
Maggie.
and that's probably the best way to be able to do it.
Yeah, it's late for Maggie. Maggie's sleeping.
Yeah.
For Maggie, I have to come on like maybe tomorrow. I could come on earlier, like 11 o'clock. If I
And
could
see,
come on
I'm at
at
work. I'm at
and
work, so I can't do it.
oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
because Maggie's, it's a time difference with the UK.
Right. But
Um,
I'll catch up with you guys. I'll catch up with you.
oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll intercept. We'll meet at the
Yeah.
intersection. Maggie is such a joy. Since the first day I met her, it's like I don't know. She's just such a like. She reminds me of like a Tinkerbell.
Yeah, but
Like
don't cross
like
her.
yeah, like a fairy.
Don't cross her.
Yeah, like she's very
Yeah,
special. She has
she is
talent.
very
She has
special.
gifts, and she is so peace and calm. And I love that.
Mhm.
That's why I try to bring here is peace and calm. I get some
Right,
Jerry Springer shit along the way, but that's fine. Because we're resolving our issues, and I let
right,
people resolve their issues. Yeah, because why keep it inside? What's good that's
that's
gonna
right,
do? You know,
right.
it's like I'm hearing a Tina Turner song for some reason.
What's
Like,
that?
what love got to do with it? I don't know, Tina. It's like, what's love got to do with it?
Oh,
Like
how funny!
that started playing in my head, and oh Lord,
How funny!
why? Because I'm hearing that song. That's a
Well,
great song too. She's a
that is a
great.
good song.
She went through so much, but it's like who hasn't really, right? It's like
Mm-hmm.
everyone has their own journey, their story, and
Yep.
you know it's
Yep.
unique. But let me bring Albie
Yep.
in.
We all grow. We
Yeah,
all grow.
and we do
It's
grow,
a never-ending thing. That's for
and
sure.
it does fly.
Oh my gosh. Yep.
Yeah, because we started talking like 5 years ago, a little bit more than 5 years ago, and
Something like that.
it's and every time I think of you, I see water. I see the stream of water, and that image never goes away that
Oh
I have
my
in my
goodness.
head.
What does that mean to you?
Because I see this bridge, right? It's on the right side, and then I see the stream of water, and then you're walking along the stream of water, but you're walking from right to left, and you're on the left side of the stream, but you're walking like with the current.
Going
And
with the flow, maybe, huh? Finally learning
I
how to
always,
go with the flow.
yeah, and I always see this vision with you. Every time I talk to you, I always pick up that same image. Like, I wish I could show that image behind me so you could see, like, that's probably the next technology thing that's actually going to happen. Like, oh, let me
Right.
show you what I'm seeing. Press a
Yeah.
button, and you're gonna see what I'm seeing in
You
my
are probably
vision.
right.
Oh man, yeah, and I don't. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think just like with anything else, Rick, like, if you're afraid of something or if you have negative thoughts or negative feelings about something, then it's probably going
Mhm.
to be a negative experience for
Yeah,
you. And I think that, when it comes to like this whole AI stuff, like you were talking about the whole fingerprints and the phone thing.
yes. My phone.
Well,
I have
listen. They got every single little piece of information on you
yeah.
already.
Since
So
you're
there's
born,
nothing to worry about as
since
far
birth.
as any kind of other new technology. I mean,
Mhm.
AI is starting to like track our emotions now,
Yeah,
So
they ha- they have
like,
everything.
yeah.
Every,
So I mean, the way that
they
I
have
look
your
at
blood.
it is you already have my blood because I've
Yeah,
been to the doctor. So
Yeah,
you
they
already
have their
have my
blood.
blood. You already
Have your
have my
urine.
fingerprints. You already have my face because I've been, live
Yeah.
on YouTube. You already got that. I'm taking pictures with my phone, right? I mean, you already have everything about me. As far as my emotions, have fun with that roller coaster ride, man.
Oh no. He's gonna be like, ah!
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, no. That's gonna be like the Oh No song is gonna play. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
I still like to look at things like I try to see life, as the magic carpet ride. And
Quick question, because I'm
what?
getting these images that are coming in and I'm not gonna let them slide.
Okay.
Have you been to Yellowstone?
I have been to Yellowstone when I was a kid.
Okay, because I'm seeing this vision, this image as a little girl, that there's this field of grass, but then you can see the mountains in the background. And it's just like this such beautiful image. Like, I would love to be there in the spring.
You know
Where
what, Rick? That's so crazy because that is my visual happy place. That's
oh
wild. That's my visual happy place is to be out in the middle of a meadow.
yeah,
And,
yeah, beautiful like
and
meadow.
just lay in the tall
Yeah,
grass and,
yes.
just to be
Oh,
out in the middle of that, surrounded by the beauty of it all.
wow, I can see
That's where
it.
I always go,
That is so
when,
pretty.
that's where I always go in my
Holy
mind. It's
moly.
like my mind's happy place.
I would love to go to Yellowstone. I'm actually
Beautiful day.
thinking of and planning something of a trip to
Right
Yellowstone,
on.
and I would like to like fly in to maybe I don't know, Wyoming or somewhere I could get as close as possible. I could fly in and then rent a trailer, well, one of those RVs, but a small one, not nothing too big, because I don't want to
Right.
be not driving this big ass thing. Like, no. I just
You
want to.
can get like an SUV and sleep in the back of those things with like a blow up mattress.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get no. We're gonna do this because I have this vision of how I want it, and
Okay. Don't let me disrupt your
beautiful,
vision,
like,
Rick.
yeah, like no, but like I can see you there too. I'll be like, hell yeah, come too, bring your RV, like get a little one like me, like
I've been
you know,
wanting, so I travel in my van.
yeah, like I see this. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this vision, and
So
it's
look,
like,
Yellowstone. The only time I was in Yellowstone when I was a kid, let me tell you about that experience. So I grew up
okay.
in Phoenix. It's just the desert, right? And so
Mhm.
June is like, one of the hottest times of the year in Phoenix. It's super
Yes,
hot. We
I've been
just
there
got
for
out of
training.
school, and we went on like this month camping trip thing. And when we got to Yellowstone, we couldn't even stay. I don't even think we stayed one night. We got to the park and they let us in one side, and then a blizzard was coming.
Mhm.
And so they had to evacuate the park.
Oh wow.
So we didn't even get to really see it. My main memory from that is we were driving on the way out, right? And it was already snowing. And
Wow.
we were just like tripping that it was snowing in June. Like we just have never seen anything like that. And then my dad sees like this moose out in the middle of a field. And so
Mm,
he decides he wants to go get a picture of it, which is like,
mm,
moose are the most
mm,
dangerous animals on the
mhm.
planet. Like really,
I still haven't seen my first moose. I've been wanting to see a moose for the longest.
yeah, you don't ever want to mess with a moose.
No, I don't want. I want to see it from a distance.
So he's
Okay.
walking out in this field to get close to this moose to get a picture of it. And the moose turns and looks at him and my dad comes running back. He's like, it started hissing at me. It was the funniest thing.
Oh no,
Luckily,
it
he
is that one?
survived that. But that's my Yellowstone. And then we were able to see, what is that? Big um, geyser that's there, Old Faithful.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
saw that.
And it sprays like how often?
I want to say it's like every hour or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Yeah, because like I feel there is so tranquil. It's so much like nature, and you could really like ground yourself. Like for
Well,
you, for
Yellowstone is
instance,
really like
you're
it's a volcanic caldera, so
mhm,
I don't know
you're
about
yeah.
peace and tranquility. There's some
No, it's
beautiful
an
stuff there that
energy.
you wouldn't see anyplace else.
Yeah,
That's for sure. Yeah.
it's energy. It's all energy. Like
Right. Right.
don't fear it. You know, there's
No.
no need to be
No.
fear.
Yeah.
But the like for instance, you love painting, and I know this. I know you love it. I still need to get a piece from you because I've always wanted a piece from you. So that's something we're gonna work out for next year.
Right on.
Even if I have to
I
commission you
need
to
to
do
get
it,
one to Doc too.
yeah,
I've
even if I
been
have to
wanting to do
commission you
that.
to do it, I'll commission you to
Right
do it
on,
because
Rick.
I want a painting. So, and I've been wanting it for the longest. That's just good that it's coming to me, these visions. I can see you going to somewhere with nature and painting nature and just visioning and just like that lake that's by your house. I could see you there and just like putting it in pencil and then painting it when you get home and going by the visions and like
The
that's
only
such a
time I've done that kind of painting, and actually I was really happy with the way that it turned out, is
oh
so the kind of painting I do you have Instagram, Rick?
no I don't. I only have
So
Discord and
all of my
Zoom.
paintings are on Instagram. I have an Instagram page that I post all of my paintings on there. So I think when a lot of people think, my paintings are very abstract. So the only time I've done something more realistic I was actually really, I swear I was channeling my grandmother at the time. I must have been,
Hmm.
but it turned out really fantastic. In fact, I'll go out to my art studio right now and I'll get it out and I'll show you. But I was up, I did like a road trip up to Lake Tahoe. And so I stopped at a lot of places along with 395. And there was this one lake that, I had went to go visit. And there was just this one place that I stopped, and the field of greenery was just all these different beautiful shades of green. And then there was like the mountains in the background were, had snow caps on the mountain. So I took a picture of it.
Hmm.
And then when I got to Lake Tahoe and I had campsite and everything, I pulled out my canvas and my paints and I just started painting, painting what I
Hmm.
saw. So let me go out there and I'll show it to you.
Hmm. Because that's what I'm seeing, that vision of you doing that again.
I'm really glad and blessed that I have this art studio out here.
You are so, you know what? I love that everything's happened to you the way it is because it was so different 5 years ago.
It was very different, wasn't it?
Yep.
It
Yep.
was
And
extremely
I'm so
different.
happy for you. Nah, I'm happy for you. Yeah, the peace and tranquility, that's what it's
Um,
where you can focus and not worry, it's such a great feeling. And the peacefulness, it's quiet. It's
I'm gonna go ahead and do my art studio around. Let me see. So I don't know if you can see it. Like I've got
let me
painting.
spotlight
These are
you.
like paintings and canvases and frames.
Oh, it's frozen up. Oh no. Oh no.
My paints and all my brushes. And
Yeah.
so this is the kind of paintings that I do. Like, can you see that?
I can't like the
Here's
video
my
I think is
magical
frozen.
garden.
The video's
What?
frozen.
I
The
don't
video's
know.
frozen.
I'll see
Yeah.
what happened. There. Okay.
There we
So this
are.
is my latest piece. Can you see it?
Ooh. Yeah.
It's my magical garden. All the
Ooh, I like
different
that one.
cool little flowers. Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Is it complete or are you still working on it?
No, it's complete. Yeah. I just have to put a finish coat on it. And that's my first attempt at a magical garden.
Right on.
I just love all like the little details that are in there.
Oh
Pretty
man, I
cool,
wish the
huh?
video quality was better, but
So what I was
it
telling you
looks
about,
pretty.
so here's my studio, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the one I was telling you about is in here somewhere. This is it.
Ooh.
I wish I have the picture saved on my computer somewhere. I don't know how good you can see that.
Wow, that's what I saw.
Let's
Just like that.
see.
That is so cool. I know her video's a little wonky. It's a little wonky. At least we could see the picture, but
It was fall. So like the trees were changed.
oh no, it's freezing again.
To the mountain.
Okay. That's
Okay.
that's pretty.
So since that's the one that in your vision, which really kind of blows me away, I am more
Yeah.
than happy.
Uh-oh, you're breaking up. She's breaking up. Oh no.
Hold on.
No, it's okay. I was like, she's saying something really good.
my
That
Wi-Fi.
vision. Yeah, that vision came
Hold
in so
on.
clear. Just like that picture you
So,
showed me. Just
well,
the
so
same
here,
painting.
Vic, I'll tell you what. That is your painting.
Oh,
I will
nice.
finish that. Put the clear coat on it, frame it, and I will mail that to you.
All right. That's what's up.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in the chat right now. I am
Okay.
going to put my email address, which if you could please pass this on to
Send it in the private chat.
Maggie as well.
Send it in
And
the
then
private
you
chat.
email me with your address, and
Okay.
I will mail that painting to you.
All right, I'm gonna send it right now to. Give me 1 second, because I have her on Discord. I have Maggie on Discord, and me and Maggie we write to each other. It's so cute.
Right on.
I love Maggie. Maggie, I can't wait to go see her. I'm going to go next year. I'm going to see her.
Yeah, that would be fun, wouldn't it?
Oh yes, I wish more could come with me. I want Seven to go. I want everyone to go with me. I'm like, come on, let's go.
To do like a big trip like that with everybody.
That would be so freaking priceless.
If I win the lottery, we can do it.
I'm doing
Get
it
a
no matter
ticket
what
for
next year.
everybody.
I'm doing it no matter what next year. I want to go over there. I want to go and maybe Terramir could meet us up. You know, maybe we could meet up in Amsterdam or something.
Oh wow, yeah, right.
Vicky, that would be so priceless. Oh my goodness.
I would love to go to more north. I would love to go to Norway, and the Netherlands. since that's my heritage, and see the fjords and just the old villages that are there. And I've seen some really cool Airbnbs that are like, oh my gosh, amazing there, where you're like out in the middle of
Mhm.
nowhere, just like with the most incredible views. Oh, it'd be so cool.
Nice. I sent your email to Maggie, so she has it.
Thank you. Thank
So I
you.
know she's sleeping and stuff, but she's gonna really appreciate that because I know she wanted to
Yeah,
get in contact with you and so
right.
forth. But I would love to go to UK. I would love to. It's all new to me. It's all will be different. I've never been there before. I've always wanted to go to Amsterdam. Um, I wanted to smoke a joint inside one of those cafes, and you know, it, like
In
that's
the red
like
light
what.
district.
Yeah, and like Doc, I could see Doc with us, and he could go. We could go to the red light district and check that
Yeah.
out, and
That'd be
have a
cool.
good day. And
Yeah.
oh, that would be so beautiful. But to
I
do
know.
with a group of individuals that you like know and you're meeting for the first time, that energy and that excitement. Oh,
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
oh, that's why like I was supposed to see Doc tomorrow, but things happen how it happened, and it's supposed to happen the way this is. I wasn't meant to meet up with him. He's moving too, so it's like
Well, I was gonna
he's
say, isn't he moving? So maybe now wasn't the best time anyway.
yeah, yeah. So I
Mhm.
was like, and I'm cool. And something was telling me to hold off and not to book anything, and I did it. I didn't, but it is okay because like I'll be able to go out there and see him. That's I once I get better and once they're settled down and everything's more at a neutral level, then I could go and see him. Just take the trek over there. I'm only about 7.5 hours from him.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's a nice day drive.
I need to
And
send him a painting too, so that he and his lady have something they can
mm,
put up on their wall. A piece of art that's going to be worth $1 million one day.
oof, oof. Oh Lord, I am investing in this paintings. But I love artwork. I do. I wish I had more pieces. I do have this one big one in my dining room area, and it kind of tells me it's kind of like a vision of the future,
Oh, right
and
on.
yeah, but it's not good.
But it
It's
meant
not.
something to you when you got it, right?
Yeah, like when I
See?
first, yeah, when I
That's
first
the
saw
thing
it,
about art, like what makes art is, if in my opinion, is it if it evokes something in you when see it. So whether it's a painting, or whether it's some pottery, or whatever kind of art, if it evokes some kind of emotion in you, then that is a something that means art to you. And that doesn't
Mhm,
may not mean art to somebody else.
mhm.
So
Yeah,
as long as it means something to you, just like
mhm,
kind of like tattoos, if you get a
mhm.
tattoo because it means something to you, it doesn't matter if anybody else likes it.
To each their own.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And artwork, one thing about artwork, especially if it's one of a kind,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
has so much, you know, like for some reason, like what drew the first painting you showed me, if it had like because it's so white, right? So I feel
Mm-hmm.
like, is it a snowstorm that we're going through there, or like,
So you're
if it,
saying that I need to make my next fairy, or not
yeah,
fairy, but
or
fantasy garden with like a blue sky background?
oh yeah, like if you could
Okay.
envision the movie Legend, You
No, is that the
remember?
one with the robots? That's no, that's
No,
I
no,
Legend.
no,
Or
no. The one with Tom Cruise from back in the 80s,
I don't
Legend.
know. I may have seen it.
It's very old. It's very like take an inspiration from that movie. If you could be able to watch it, I could do a watch along, and you can watch it. Like we could watch it as a group, um, and that could be set up for for the future. But like a lot
Is
of
that like
like
one of your favorite movies?
it is, and it really brought a lot of reality to me as a young little boy. Like from the bad, like the evil. Remember well, there's like the devil. He has like these big horns, and it
Seen
was
bits and
just
pieces of it, I
yeah,
guess.
it was really dark.
Who's the
They bring
one
it.
that what's the movie that has Trehu? The Dark Crystal? Is that movie?
Oh, that's a Dark Crystal. Dark Crystal's a good one. That's a
Oh
good
no, I'm
movie.
thinking of with the
But
flying dragon,
yeah, that's a Never Ending
the
Story.
Never Ending. Oh my gosh, I
Yeah,
love that movie.
yeah, that's a great movie.
I cry every time.
You know which one's my favorite too?
Huh.
Labyrinth.
That's a great one too.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
what that's what really got me into magic so much when I was a little boy, because I would listen to David Bowie, and he sings in the movie, and it's such a powerful movie. It is, and uh, I know
Who's
he's in
on
power.
here with us now?
Miss Teramir's here.
Oh hey.
Oh,
He's back.
oh yeah, baby, I'm
Miss
back.
Miss Seven Serpents, that was so funny. Please don't bring Doc to Europe. Oh my goodness. I would love to, like, if he were to go, he has his passport. I was like, yo, save some money and let's go, man. Let's do
Look,
it. Then
all I have to do is win the lottery and we're all going.
we do a group. When you do a group, it's cheaper. It comes out cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
And like a cool group of friends to experience the same together, that is so special.
Yeah,
That is,
that'd be awesome.
it's
Yeah.
like we're on the same page,
There is-
so it's like we're experiencing everything together.
Yeah, that would be awesome. There is just one thing which I would hope, if you would do it, that you would come as a group. I would definitely want to have the wedding with Anastasia then, so you could participate if you come to Europe.
All right.
What did you say? What did you
We'll
say?
be-
Wedding with Anastasia?
we-
What?
we might be going to a wedding. Hold on a second. This might be
I
a
would love-
wedding. Okay.
Yeah, I would love it. I would love to have you in a wedding party.
Are
Doc
you
will have-
getting
Like
married?
you. Huh?
Are you getting married? Is that what you're saying?
Well, not yet, but I have someone in my mind. I would want to get married with,
Right
but
on.
it's a bit complicated at the moment, the
Mhm.
situation. So it's been in my mind for a while now, but there are some complications. Let's put it that way.
Hurdles. They're hurdles.
So, does she ever get online with you?
Not yet. That's been well. We write each other at least 3 times a week at the moment, and we're planning a meeting, and we have been talking about everything else except about making kids.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
So you haven't talked online. I mean, you haven't talked online like on any platform where you've seen each other yet.
no, not yet. But so
I hope you're not being catfished, are you?
Don't worry. I've made my homework regarding that. And
Okay.
yeah, so
I just want to make sure because that's a horrible
yeah,
thing.
don't worry. Don't worry. I made my homework, I believe, in that regard. And actually, the site which I'm participating at is, I think, one of the oldest internet sites at the moment. Like the company has been working since 1995, and its headquarters is located in Phoenix. So, and it's still operating. So at least I have tried to do my homework. But there are some issues we need to solve before our first meeting and so forth. So, but we have been talking about everything else except having kids. So let's see how it goes. But I'm still hopeful regarding that. So
I'm really happy for you.
yeah,
And I just want
thanks.
you to be really safe doing the whole online thing. If you haven't been able to, connect in a visual way with this person, then please be very careful.
Yeah, I will be, and I know the,
Because I don't want to see your heart get broken. You're so sweet.
I should know the signs of a catfish. So, but I'm also trying to follow my intuition regarding my future wife, generally speaking. So, in that sense, I'm just trying to, how do you say it? I just try to follow my intuition and the feeling which I have had over a decade, or maybe 2 decades now.
I'd be like, I want a video chat.
Yeah, you got to do that, man. You got to get the video chat going because those, I'll tell you what, catfishers are really, really, really good at what they're doing. And especially for people who have big hearts and who, want that relationship in their life. Like you're like hook, line, and sinker. And so you have to do the video chat before your heart gets all caught up in it, man.
Yeah, bring her here. So, come on, my mind don't really matter.
That's right. Introduce her to the crew. We just, we're good people. No, I really suggest, look, Skype is worldwide and it's free. And there's no reason why anybody couldn't do a Skype conversation with you anywhere in the world. Okay?
Yeah.
And that means that they can video, have a FaceTime with you and all of that.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I'm just I don't like to. Well, I wouldn't want to talk so much about my private matters.
No, I don't want you to.
But I'm just saying that for the past at least a decade or at least 15 years, I have had this feeling. It comes outside of me. I don't know where it comes from, but something is trying to say to me that my future wife is not going to be from Finland. That she's either from Russia or from Eastern Europe in general. But I don't know more than that. And for some reason, I seem to end up always to the same internet site. Like from the millions of dating or whatever you want to call them, from all these internet sites, I seem to end up to this certain site, and I can't explain why. So it's a mystery to me. So just saying.
Okay, I just just be careful.
Yeah.
I love.
I know.
And I think it's a wonderful thing if you have found love in your life. But I know for me that I have been, kind of I was very naive when I first came online, and I had some experiences that, really kind of, broke my heart. And, unfortunately, people aren't always who they, pretend to be. And, even though we're very real people, there's a lot of people out there, majority, I would have to say, that are not. So, yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So let's see how things. So let's see how things go. And if you
Right on.
if you want to, we can have a small chat in private later. If are you in Discord, Vicky? Or
Vicky, you
No,
need to
I'm
get
not on Discord. I mean,
are you
you
in
know,
Skype or
like I
anything?
like I said, I had a really I was attacked on
Oh, okay.
like I was targeted and I was attacked, and so
Oh,
I am
yeah.
very, very careful and cautious. Not saying
Yeah.
anything about you or anything like that. It's just I don't like
I
to
get your
go
point.
onto a lot of platforms and stuff. So I just kind of,
Gotcha.
because if I go there, then where else am I going to explore on there? And I just don't even want to go there.
Well, I treat it more. I think Discord, I treat it more like private. Like it's like the closest people that I know, then they have me on Discord. I don't just have anybody on Discord.
Yeah.
Like it's
Well,
just because
here's the thing
I just
too. Like, okay, I'm a very easy person to talk to, and I can and you're not the first person who, male person who has felt, confident enough or secure enough to be able to want to converse with me about, your relationship matters. And a lot of times that ends up being kind of, not a good thing because, it just isn't. You should keep those things to yourself, and I shouldn't interject myself into it either. It's kind of the adult thing to do.
I totally understand you. So don't
I had to learn the hard way. Like I think I'm being it's all innocent and everything like that, but somehow it ends up being crazy. So yeah.
Yeah. No worries. No worries.
Okay, good. I'm glad you understand.
No problem. So anyhow, back to the witchcraft stuff. I mean, imagine if we would gather together as a group and do a group ritual for wealth or for something of that sort.
Yeah, because that's what Eric does. Like I watch him when he does his stuff, and when he does, I think he just came out with a video just now. He just posted a video on Odyssey, and he does manifestations. He does rituals. He does like a lot. He's a really good, easy listener. Like you can listen to him, and he's comfortable to listen to, which really helps.
He does that by himself on his channel, or does he have a group with him where everybody is participating?
He'll have him.
If you go to Odyssey and you create a profile there, and you upgrade your profile to demon level at minimum, then we have a inner circle there where we do a group ritual together I think it's every last Thursday of the month.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a chance to participate in a group ritual.
I gotta get into that.
We did. We summoned Shemiasa last time, and then I think before that either we did a wealth ritual or we summoned Beelzebub. I can't remember which one. Or was it protective magic? It could have been also protective magic too. But we do group rituals. Like I think it's well, you will find the link. You will find it if you go to Odyssey. platform.
Yeah, I'll get the
So-
link. I'll put it in the chat for you. If you want to check it out, Vicky.
Yeah.
Right on.
Let me.
Yeah.
I'll work on
You
that
know,
one
it's a
out.
kind of a crazy thing, guys, because so, you know, when I first started kind of recognizing my own power, right? And kind of connecting to my ancestry and doing a lot of, you know, kind of, I guess, remembering, okay?
Mhm.
Mhm.
I realized that there is a really, really, really deep ancestral DNA kind of something that happened in our lineage as far as being very powerful in our abilities, but also being, you know, like very, you know, tortured or killed, or I mean, like something really horrible happening, you know, as a result of these gifts, right? So there's been a part of me that it's really been kind of, I've done a lot of healing to my DNA and to my, you know, lineage and all of that, but there still is a part of me that is very hesitant to step over that threshold. And you know, and just the way that I was attacked online as well, you know, for just even the gifts that I, you know, just have as far as just my intuition or my ability to see things, or, you know, just my voice in general, you know, that I've had a really hard time overcoming that and being really stepping into my power. And I don't know, I'm hoping that I took a break for a while, you know, from everything. And, and so I'm just kind of like listening again, and my intuition is being sparked again. And, you know, I just really feel like I need to keep that all to myself and be very safe about all of that, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So as much as I would love to participate, it's like, I think for now, I just still have to allow myself to really step over that threshold personally, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's like reserved.
Yeah.
So even with me, I do that. Like I can't watch every channel. You know what I mean? I can't like binge watch every channel. It's like if I catch it the moment, I'll watch it and so forth. But it's like
Well, it's very intriguing to me what you guys are talking about as far as like a group ritual. I mean, that's very intriguing to me. I'm sure it's very powerful, you know? But I just don't think I'm ready for it. And I'm just being very honest about that, you know?
yeah, and that's perfectly fine. That's totally fine. Not a lot of people are ready for a lot. They're interested. They're curious of it. You know, it's not bad being curious. Like even though it killed the cat, but it still doesn't matter. Like,
Even though it
you're
killed the
gonna
cat,
get
right?
yeah.
That's me in a nutshell right there.
But it's
Curiosity
like
killed the cat. No, I mean, sometimes I feel like, you know, I should be a lot further along and that I should be more committed, or that I should be, you know, and this
but
is
you're where you're
this
supposed
is
to
my
be.
own insecurities. Like nobody else is out there judging me, you know what I mean?
No,
And I got to
you're
stop judging myself in regards to that. And I need to just truly, truly follow my own intuition as to where I'm at and what I'm ready for, you know? I have to let go of a lot of I guess you know, insecurity. I mean, I feel like I've already let go of a
Nah,
ton.
but
Don't get me
what it
wrong.
is you're very protective and defensive, and when someone crosses you, you're not gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna let that slide." Like, hell
True.
no, hell to the no. Put my foot
I've
down.
let a lot of that. Actually, you know what, Rick? I have let a lot of that.
Hmm.
I have allowed myself to be victimized a lot in my life. And I'm finally at a place now where I feel like I have the strength to not allow that to happen anymore. And that's a huge thing for me, actually. And so in that lineage, in that DNA or whatever, is a lot of persecution, is the word that I was looking for. A lot of persecution. And I want to, so there's a lot of healing that has to be done. I feel like my ancestors were really, really persecuted uh, because of their gifts and their powers. So, I've already feel like just in myself and my own generation, as far as that goes, that there's already been a ton of healing and a ton of overcoming that. I wish that my children were, well, I mean, they're still young. They're still in their 20s, so they still have a long way to go. Who knows
Hmm.
what is going to open their mind to their own personal gifts.
Hmm.
But at least there's been a lot of healing done there. So that's the generation I think that a lot of us are in. We're in this place where we get to, break through those barriers where we never, we have families that, in the past we never talked about our feelings, or we never, were able to express ourselves freely, or, were able to why am I having to go through all of this hardship in my lifetime? Well, guess what? My children aren't having to go through that in their lifetime, because they're more, because I broke that cycle, kind of thing. And I think there's a lot of that going on. And so,
Yeah,
yeah,
broken cycles.
broken cycles. Exactly.
That would be a nice painting, like broken
I
cycles.
see it in my mind's eye
Me
right
too.
now.
I
Yeah.
can see it. I can see
Yeah.
you doing something about that.
It's very Art
And you could,
Deco-ish looking.
yeah, you could very name it just like that. Broken cycles.
I'm going to write that down right now.
Hmm. Yeah, because this world, it's beautiful, but it could be so cruel. And I've learned, in my time here, that you make it what you want it to be, and if you want to explore it, explore it. It's so much. There's so much beauty out there. It's like this world is so big, and yet we only see it through our computers, our televisions, but rarely in person. And I encourage people to experience more in person and get out and enjoy nature.
Well, that
You
art
know,
and nature has definitely been very healing for me.
yeah. And if rituals makes people happy and makes them, that's good too. It's on
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
and it's everyone has their own ways of bringing, you know, manifesting towards us. Um,
Yeah.
and we've been pretty good that it got us to this point. Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's pretty wild how we could have all been, the small group of us that we were, 5 years ago when we all kind of met, when
Mhm.
Doc the architect brought us all together in building that community, which he
No.
did. That's why I
Yeah.
call him the architect. because he built
Yeah,
the community.
it was such a good foundation too. It's
And here
still
we are,
strong.
all these, and then we all had to like drop out for a while and
At
really
the same time.
change up our lives and get stronger in our own in our within ourselves, and now we've come back together, and uh, we've all done some healing, we've all done some growth, we've all done some you know moving past the uh, places that we were stuck in. It's so amazing to me that you know to like witness Doc get out of the situation that he was in, and
Mm,
move
that was
forward
so
with his
wild.
life. That's just so awesome that
You know,
he
and,
was able to do that.
what I like about it is all those episodes are on my channel.
Hmm.
All those talks and like
All the
everything.
craziness.
Yeah, everything. Let me tell you, this one right here, she is feisty. Wait, if you cross her, she will snap.
I
But
care about the people that I care about, and I don't like it when
exactly,
people are like, not right. But yeah.
yeah, if they come
And there's a
sideways, you
lot of
got.
people out there who thought I wasn't right. So hey, whatever.
Mhm. I remember the beefs back in the days and stuff like that. But it's just like when these energies they get together, they think like, okay, since you look like a whale, you're a whale, so everyone is all the same. But we're not. We have different communications, different languages, different train of thoughts, different frequencies. We're just not the same. But if you're putting us in the same category, that's like,
Yeah.
you're gonna get a spicy one, and I tend to bite back too. I'm like, I don't stay quiet. I listen and then I
It
snap.
takes a big person, though. I mean, and maybe that's not the right words that I'm looking for, but you know, for people to have um, differences and have arguments or what have you, and then be able to come back together and
Hmm.
be cool. Like okay, we had our differences. I still accept you the way that you are, and you still accept me the way that I am. Like we're
Hmm.
still good people regardless. Everyone's true intention has always been a good intention.
Hmm.
So even though things may have gone sideways, there was some really weird energies that were happening too. I think our
Hmm.
group was definitely attacked, and I certainly don't want to see that happen again. But I think that now we're all stronger and more wiser, and we know how to protect our energy a lot more. And so the
Hmm.
chances of something like that happening again are a lot
Slim
less.
to none.
Let's hope.
Yeah, very slim. It's gonna take a lot because we're bonded, and those. I remember those issues back in the days and so forth, and a lot of my issues that I had with certain people too has played in my mind, and it's like, you know it is what it is, but I'm not gonna hold it against them or anything
You
like that. It's like,
can.
listen, I've learned from it, I moved
Yeah.
on, and I'm good.
Yeah.
you
And whatever
know
they're doing is whatever they're doing, like,
exactly.
yeah, you can't, when you hold on to that negative kind of energy towards others,
It's not
um,
helpful.
what was it that somebody said to once was to hold a resentment against someone only hurts you. It doesn't bother them at all.
Hmm. Yeah, and to hold that aggression too is just not good or
Hmm.
healthy for you. It
Hmm.
actually doesn't bring any good.
Right. They're still going on with their merry life, You're holding on to
Mhm.
that anger or resentment or hurt or pain or whatever. That's not affecting them at all. It's only
Mm-mm.
affecting you.
No.
You know?
I am I am doing an experiment at the moment. Rick knows that I have been listening to Wayne Dyer lately a lot for some reason because he's jumping to my face again. But I have I have been doing tons of his affirmation, like positive affirmations, and I want to see that how they work. So we'll see that if people notice any changes, and it will be what Belial said that when you are changing, like you become dangerous when you want to change, and you are threat to how other people see you. You are threatening their view about yourself. So they are going to challenge this new you and try to convince and do all the kind of crazy stuff to convince that it doesn't work or something like
Mm,
that sort of stuff. Try to
yeah.
talk you out of that new you because you are. I don't know exactly how Belial said it, but something like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I've heard that. Actually, I've heard that same thing, and it's true because now all of a sudden the person that they've always known you to be um, is changing, and it's actually a fear-based thing because they are afraid that they're going to, you know, lose you, or they're afraid that you're not going to like them anymore. So it's very much a fear-based thing when somebody goes through a change.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
Yeah, and also it's also it will be a challenge also
but positive
for
affirmations,
the for the,
they
like let's say, like, put it this way, like, I am God, and I am love, and I am perfect health, and this kind of stuff.
mm-hmm.
But the challenge is also because it's something new that the body hasn't been used to yet. So it will and the ego is another part of it, that it will fight against it because it's not part of the new you yet, like solid you, like you don't, so that you don't need to think about it anymore. So
Mm.
before it comes part of the new persona of you need to work to get it done, you know.
Mm, very good.
Yeah. So we'll see how things go, but I took the challenge to do
To do
this
positive affirmations.
positive affirmations, yeah, and kind of like he says that when he's writing a book, he can already see the end result of the book, despite he's
Mm,
writing first few sentences of the book on a paper. So he's like, it's about I would say I would guess that it's like the art of manifestation in a sense.
So I've done positive affirmation at different points in my life, and I would have to say there is definitely a positive result every time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because you start embodying, well, we already know that our words create. So if you are saying, you know, if you're, there's an energy that's carried along with it, and then we start to embody that energy. So I am
Hmm.
love, I am abundance, I am joy, I am happiness, these
I
kinds of
am
things.
prosperous. I am
Yes,
prosperous.
yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
I radiate self-confidence wherever I go.
Yeah. Yeah, they absolutely, that energy, it's an energy embodiment of those positive words. They've done those tests where, you put up 3 different jars of rice with water, right? And even if
Mhm.
you just put, write a piece of paper, a word, you don't even have to say the word, and just put that word. One is love and one is hate, and the other is, you don't put any word on there. The white rice, ferments and becomes something useful. The hate rice becomes black and moldy, and the other rice
Mhm.
just doesn't, it takes a lot longer for it to do anything. So our
Yeah.
words definitely make a huge difference in the energy and that we
Yeah.
embody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because for example, in the I think it's the art of manifestation wishes fulfilled audiobook which I was listening to, and he talks a lot about higher self as a god. Like not God as a Christian God or anything, but your higher self, like you as a God form,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
how like you have no limits whatsoever what you can manifest or what you can take in or what words you can use. Uh, so he's talking about a lot about higher self and connecting to your higher self.
One of the but along the line for me somewhere when I was getting into the Norse gods and just all the gods in general and how there's similarities between the different uh, god stories, okay? Whether it's the
Hmm.
Greek gods or the Norse gods or whatever gods you're looking at. And what I realized is that, these gods are really just energy embodiments because they all have characteristic. Each god has their own characteristic. And so in that way, within these stories, that we embody those God energies at different times in our life. And I think that if we can identify what God energy we are embodying at any given time, that it's a lot easier to have consciousness about transmuting that energy or utilizing that energy to its fullest potential.
Hmm.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know exactly why Wayne Dyer is one of those motivational speakers who is jumping again to my face, but perhaps I will figure it out. And he does uh, if you understand the context he's talking about, uh, it makes a lot of sense, at least to me, when I'm listening to him, like regarding higher self and regarding manifestation and so forth. So it's been, I don't know, something is just pulling me towards his work
How
in
long have you
general.
been doing the affirmations for, if you don't mind my
Maybe for
asking?
uh maybe for a week or 10 days at the most so far.
Have you noticed any, even in just that short amount of time, have you noticed any differences in like in your own thinking processes?
Mm, I would say yes. And the most significant change which I have noticed is in my personal energy. I seem to have more energy to do things.
That's great. So, like, I know that a lot of, one of the great things, one of the things that we do tended to have adopted in our through indoctrinate, whether it's through indoctrination or whether it's through our own like relationship experiences or parental experiences or what have you, that we have a lot of self-talk and the way that our mind thinks about things, like it's almost like automatic, it's an automatic go-to, automatic way that our mind tends to go, because that's how we're used to doing it. So the thing about positive affirmations is that it helps us to break that cycle of what our mind is used to doing. So I can speak on this because of like paranoia and kind of like PTSD. Those things are very cognitive things. And once you have like cognitive awareness of how your mind works in that way, when it starts to go down that road, then you cognitively, you don't have to get all wrapped up in the feeling of it, because you recognize this is where your mind is starting to go, and so you can stop that thought process and change direction, and then the feelings will follow behind. So that's kind of like how the energy of positive affirmation works, is that it kind of changes the way that our mind, it usually works. Usually, if we're thinking negative things, or if something triggers us in some way and we jump into a negative headspace, and then our emotions follow behind it, what positive affirmation does is we can jump to the positive affirmation and then change the thought process, and then the emotion follows behind that. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So it's all very
Sure.
cognitive. They have to have cognitive recognition about, where does a thought process come from? If you can figure that out, then you're way ahead of the game.
Sorry, I dropped out. I got a phone call. So
You have to go back and listen.
yeah,
That was all really important, Mr. T.
I will go back. I will scroll back and listen a bit later. But regarding the changes, I would say the most significant change is the amount of energy which I have in use to do daily things. Like, it has increased. That's the biggest difference what I have noticed so far.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I was just saying in a nutshell, though, is kind of like how important it is to have cognitive recognition. And so like, we get caught up in, we get triggered by something, and we automatically, our mind goes down this certain path, and then our emotions follow down right behind it, right? And if you can be very cognitively aware of your thought process, this is kind of where the positive affirmation comes in, is because now you've got a way to, when you have the cognitive recognition about a negative thought process, then you have something to intervene it. And so it changes that negative energy or that negative thought process into a positive thought process, and then positive energy follows behind it. So that's probably helps explain why you have a lot more just energy in general, because positive
Yeah.
energy is a lot more,
Yeah.
a lot better for
Mm.
you, and a lot, than negative
Yeah.
energy that wears you out.
Yeah. Do you guys know Dr. Joe Dispenza? Have you ever heard of him?
No.
Joe
No.
Dispenza.
It sounds like a
I don't.
dispensary.
I will write the name is in the private, like this in the StreamYard chat. But practically, I would say that Wayne Dyer and Joe Dispenza speak a lot about similar things, and only difference is that Joe Dispenza has been able to measure scientifically about the changes what occur
Oh
if you
yeah.
if you use not only positive affirmations but also if you focus on not allowing any negative thought to occur in your mind during the whole day, which requires a lot of energy because you need to really pay attention if you don't want to have any negative thought at all in your mind
Yeah.
during the whole day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um, so one of the challenges which I have tried to take not only on positive affirmations, but every single time when I uh, seem to have a negative thought or negative feeling towards something, I'm trying to change it into positive affirmation and remind myself, like, like I am God, I am perfect health, and so forth. But it
That's good,
requires
and you're
a lot
right.
of, and it requires a lot of self observation.
Cognitive awareness. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have found myself lately that I'm kind of going through, some stupid issues with an old job and just the people there, and I had wanted to just move past it and let it go. But it's come back up into my, sphere again, and I find myself like, I OCD and like obsessive thinking about it kind of thing. And what I find like really helps me break out of that is
Mm-hmm.
to get into the garden
Mm-hmm.
or listen to
Mm-hmm.
music.
Yeah.
Then I can stop thinking about
I
it
can.
over and over and over again.
Yeah. I can almost see in my mind what Zig Ziglar would say. And if you know Zig Ziglar,
Mm-mm.
you don't know him.
We don't do a lot
Oh.
of research on that.
Hold on, I will write it down in the chat too.
He's a very
But he's
knowledgeable guy.
Oh shit.
he was also one of the legendary motivational speakers of his generation, and he was like teaching people, for example, that if you have a sort of stinking thinking, like he likes to say, generally speaking, I mean, if you have this stinking thinking, you can change it by, for example, you can write down that I love my job because, and then you start to write down everything you like about your job, and then you start to repeat it in front of the mirror, like I love my job because of this, and I love my job because of this, and like really start to work with the thinking process in
Well, that's pretty
that way.
good.
Yeah.
Well, right now, what's
Just
helping me with that is that I love being vindicated, and so everything's all good now.
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, generally
I'm
speaking,
getting my day in court, so I'm
yeah.
gonna be vindicated here real soon, and that makes me feel really good.
Yeah. But you got the idea. You got the idea.
I do,
You got the
yes,
idea.
yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Yeah, very
But
much
I mean,
so.
if people are listening and they have hard time with their job
Uh-huh.
and they think about changing the job, okay, change this job, but you could try first that what if what if you try to change your thought pattern first and then see how
Right.
your co-workers react that change or
Mhm.
react to that change. So
Mhm.
Right on.
yeah, you have no idea how many hours I have been listening to Brian Tracy, Zig Ziglar, Les Brown, Wayne Dyer,
That's
even
good.
Earl Nightingale, and so
I've just done a
I'm
lot of
really
therapy, T.
hmm
so,
yeah.
so yeah, I may
Uh,
not know about
I'm
each
just
one of these people, but trust and
hey
believe I've heard about the process.
hey, I'm not a therapist, so I'm just a regular guy. So
Uh,
don't take my
but
word
that's
for it.
good though. That's good though.
But
I'm so glad that there's these like things that are out there. Like I was new, very, very, I was in my world was I was in a very lost world for, a
hmm
couple of decades. And so when
hmm
I came out of that and, discovered YouTube and like, this mass amount of information
hmm
um, available to people and, you
hmm
know, and the books and everything that, everybody, uh, reads like Doc is just, it blows my mind, and Seven, like they're
hmm
just so well versed in, how much they've read and everything. And I just feel like I'm so far behind in that regard.
I
Um,
know the
but
feeling.
but it's a wonderful
hmm
thing, it's a wonderful thing
hmm
that all of that information is out there. And I feel like, especially our next generation, that they've had access
hmm
to so much more than we ever did.
hmm
Hmm.
hmm Listen, I
Yeah.
need to drop out, but I will be listening, and I hope to chat with you soon again. So thank you, Rick. Thank you, Albi. Thank you, Vicky.
You're welcome. I have to drop out
Mm,
too, Rick.
Awesome, Vicky. Yeah, no problem.
All right. It
all
was
right.
great talking to you guys tonight.
Yeah.
Awesome
Yeah.
here.
Y'all have a
Yeah.
good one.
All right. Yeah.
Night.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
So let me see here. I was like listening and paying bills at the same time. So I like to pay my bills ahead of time. So that's what I was doing. I was listening and paying bill. Let me see, which is the next company I gotta pay? Because there's always bills, bills, and more bills, and you gotta make sure you got them paid. And the thing is, it's like every 4 weeks you gotta pay bills. Every 4 weeks you gotta pay your mortgage or your rent, your insurance, your cost of living, which is your light, like your cell phone, there's always a bill to keep you pinned. You always gotta pay bills. And that's how they keep us down. They keep us out of the mix because we're so tied down with bills that it's hard to get a little bit of freedom to go and enjoy life. But that's one thing I do. I do make sure that I pay my bill So it's not even due. It's like due at the end of the month, but I'm paying it now so I can get it out of the way. I always do that because that's another good way of for your credit. Make sure you pay your bills on time and don't miss a payment. Because as soon as you miss a payment, they're already coming down on you. Because it gets reported and then it affects the credit. It does affect your credit, even though it's a bullshit bill. Like they'll still hit you. So, but I always make sure I pay my bills. And that's what I've been listening and doing. And I'm gonna wrap up the show anyways. I'm gonna give it like another. Do it 9:30. It's 9:24 right now, so that way I could relax and enjoy the rest of this evening. Happy Labor Day for those who are very hard workers here in America that are underpaid and underappreciated. Well, you know what? I appreciate you guys, and I hope you had a beautiful day. And I'm tired. Like I could feel the tug of war with this virus inside of me. It's just really pulling me like every which way direction, and it's pretty nuts. It's not good. I wouldn't want this for any senior or any like anyone that has any issues. Like I would not want this on them because this is really aggressive on the body. So it's like day 7 and I'm still going through this thing, and it's throughout my whole body. I could just feel it. It's like I can feel it a lot in my back, because I have arthritis in my spine, so I definitely feel it in my spine, and it's very unique. I've never really experienced anything like this before. It's very alien, for sure. It's very unique. Just my experience alone is just overwhelming. Like right now, I'm getting hot. Like I feel like I'm overheating a little bit. My temperature raises up to like 102, and then I control it, and then I brought it down. That second day was the worst. I can tell you, my temperature was 102. I couldn't even walk. Like, and I needed to return the car, and I was feeling like shit. It was so bad that day. I sweated out 6 shirts, 5-6 shirts. It's just not good. So I'm like just trying to figure this thing out. Sharing it with you guys so you guys can get a feel of what's going on. It's just so weird. It's just the weirdest experience and if they're gonna shut down the country because of this, that's crazy. But it just goes to show you where the priorities is in this country, because it's all fucked up. It literally is. Like, how can we send so much money to Ukraine, but then nothing much of anything to Hawaii? Oh, we're going to send you $95 million to fix your electric system, while you're sending over $40 billion to Ukraine. Like, look at the difference in the scale of money you're sending to a bullshit what's going on over there. And yet you can't help the people here in our own country, that it's the people's money, not the government's money. It's the people's money. So I think they need to have a reality check. Washington needs a big time reality check. And yeah, I'll reserve my opinions because YouTube hates when I talk about that stuff. So fuck you, YouTube. And I'm gonna wrap it up. Albie, thanks for coming through. Everyone that came through, I appreciate you guys so much. I'm gonna relax. Yeah, I'm gonna relax, enjoy this beautiful Monday evening, probably watch a movie, lay low, and yeah, we'll see tomorrow if I can come on probably a little bit earlier. So those that are in the UK can probably stop by and say what's up. And see how I feel, because every other day has been a fucking weird. It's been weird. So it's like I said, it's the body. It's not so much of a cold or a flu or anything like that. Nothing like that. No cough, no flu, no mucus, none of that stuff. It's just a heavy body experience. It's like a boxing match in my body. And I'm like Rocky right now. I'm still fighting. So with that said, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for rewatching. For those who are rewatching, you guys are amazing. Just have a good day, a good morning, and a good night. And I'll try to catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.